now. Currently.
So there we are.
We're fucking live.
We're live, ready to go.
We're live right now.
Live in charge.
Live in charge, yeah.
All right.
But, yeah, no. So, I mean, you don't have to sit so far, I think.
I just want to make sure I'm not getting picked up from the other mic as well.
Fuck that noise. We'll figure it out when it comes down, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. No.
So welcome. Yeah. Welcome to your podcast.
My podcast.
Our podcast. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's our podcast.
Dude,
you're right.
I've been driving. I know, like, we talked about doing this for a while, and like I said, it's gonna be the most scuffed podcast unimaginable, you know. But I was like, what the fuck is our name? We talked about starting the podcast. We just never talked about a name.
Oh, dude, you're so right, dude. That's actually the most important part.
Yeah.
That literally is what turns people on or off.
Yeah.
They're like looking at it. You're like, oh, like it's gonna be corny. It's gonna be jokey.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm like, oh, how are we gonna? We'll do introductions, and we're like, we'll just say like who we are, and I'm like, what the fuck is the introduction to a podcast?
Dude, man, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
so
I mean, where do you want to begin? That's the main thing.
I say we don't have a name.
You just want to talk about the whack ass shit we've done?
I just say, like, at this point, we've already started.
Okay.
This
is episode 3. You already know everything else. There's no prologue, no monologues.
I'm just saying,
straight
like,
content.
I'm just saying, like, I'll put a random name on the podcast, and that's just how it's. Or you put a random name on the podcast.
I mean, maybe I'll start taking some advice.
Yeah, I'll like whatever it says, like whatever we say in the middle of this podcast is the name of our podcast.
All right, we'll think about it. We'll think
about it. So, couple. And then the next thing I was doing as I was driving and thinking about, oh shit, it's the day we're gonna start a podcast. Was like, what are some topics? So I was talking to Coy and Pat. Shit. Name drops. Let's go.
K&P. Key and Peele.
And they're like, I'm like, yeah, I think we just like introduce ourselves. And they're like, are you gonna fucking turn into a podcast where they're like fucking 5th grade introductions? I'm like, true. So it's like, I was thinking in the car ride, fuck it, we'll just talk about random topics right at the get-go. Like, dude,
I mean, that's what I was saying. It's like just ad-lib. Like, literally, when we were talking about doing this.
Just like, we're on episode 50 right now. Dude, like, act like we're on episode 50.
Mm-hmm.
That's how scuffed we are. Like,
just go off.
They're like, hey, how do I start watching Friends? Well, just go to season 4, dog. Because that's how this podcast is going to work.
I know. You're going to be sitting there like the whack-ass shit that's going to happen.
Yeah. We're already in the middle of the season, and there is no episode 1. We got lost in the shuffle, and now we're here, you know?
Dude, I feel ya.
Yeah.
So, how was your day today then, man? Like, what did you do? Do you and your girl do anything special?
Bro, it's fucking 4 o'clock. Like, the night is young.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, maybe it was last night is what I mean. The last 24-hour period.
24 hours? Dude, I have done absolutely... So, I attempted. So, currently, my girl and I are using one car. So, she has a car, but...
I saw it's gone, though.
Yeah,
where's it at?
That's where it's coming to, right? So, currently, she and I are sharing my car, and her van does not start up. So, I asked one of my good buddy who's a car mechanic, and I snapped him, like, her attempting to start the car on. And he's like, dead battery, easy. I'm like, okay, well, dude, like,
was that simple.
I was like, okay. I'm like, bro, but every time I try to jumpstart this car, it don't fucking work. He's like, looks like your car battery is fucking dirty. Like, hers, clean that shit up.
You could say that.
It's like baking soda and vinegar. I said, okay.
He said, mix the two together?
Mix the two together.
Okay, so you put the two together and then you just pour it on?
Just pour it the fucking on and it dissolves the battery acid. Just wipe that shit off.
Okay.
Yeah, so looked in the shelves. We do have baking soda, so that's a whole nother story.
That's a home must. Like, you don't know you have baking soda until you absolutely need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Corey does baking, so I imagine that's why we have baking soda.
That makes sense. I mean,
and I only knew we had baking soda because Dan, the name drop whole shit. He's like, comes over. He's like, dude, did you see the TikTok where you can just drink alcohol straight with no like taste or something. Like he could just with no gag reflex. You know what I'm talking about? So like he's like, oh, you could.
No, what do you mean?
So like
you just like are gagging it down.
Just straight up another fucking off tangent. Like this is how good our podcast is. Just an off tangent here. So Dan comes over to me, says, "Yo, TikTok trend, Ryan, just pour like a big glass, like tall glass, right? Pour half of that with alcohol." And you know, like you would take what like Koi calls the Las Vegas shot, right? Just down a whole glass.
Oh, like you just like.
But you know how you would like kind of gag? You'd be like, ugh.
You go like.
Yeah, you kind of have the aftertaste or like the bad reaction. He's like, dude, if you put baking soda, you get no reaction. You could just drink that like it's water. I was like, excuse me? So, we had to try that, but I saw a different TikTok, right, where the guy does put the baking soda, but he puts like water too and a little salt. Dan comes over here.
Do you have TikTok? I'm sorry, off topic.
No, they're off tangent. No, I do not have TikTok. I think for like what I've seen, I kind of would be down. It's just like fast clips, but I'm on YouTube.
It's literally like Vine.
It's just Vine, yeah. It's just Vine. But I have YouTube. They have YouTube Shorts. And this is how Dan and I, like, digest TikTok. Because that's just TikTok, but somehow just on YouTube.
Yeah, but the whole point of TikTok is so, like, I don't know about Vine, like, their algorithm. But, like, for me, like, I'm on, like, fucking single dude, like, TikTok, fucking...
You're on the horny man.
What?
You're on the horny man TikTok, huh?
I am, dude. Yeah. Straight up fucking horn dog every goddamn night. It's the last thing I need on my mind. I'm sitting there, like, watching it up, and some girl is like, oh, you say something like we can't be together, blah, 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 but I'm with your best friend. And I'm like,
yeah.
Dude.
They're going to hate this podcast. I just been thinking, like, the initial story is a goddamn, like, where did my girlfriend's car go? And here we are, like,
oh, yeah, you're right.
Do you have TikTok? Do you have TikTok?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, no, do you?
That's how So
we're all over the place. Go ahead. Sorry, continue. First story.
Check the baking soda. Check that. I knew we had that. I'm like, vinegar? I know I'm full of salt.
Wait, are we talking about the TikTok trend still?
I'm talking
Sorry, my bad.
I'm talking about cleaning the battery acid. I'm talking about cleaning the batteries here. Perspective, boys. So I'm like, do we have vinegar? I know I'm full of salt. But where the fuck is... I like, who uses vinegar? I'm like, I haven't had fish and chips. I ain't using vinegar.
Right.
I look in the cabinet. There's apple cider vinegar. I like contemplate. I'm like, that's just the same shit, right? Like,
I mean, yeah,
I don't
guess
fucking know.
Like
I mean, I tell you what.
Taste.
Put the baking soda. Put a little like in a bowl, you know, because I had to carry it out, and put that. Shit started foaming out. I'm like, okay, whatever's doing it.
Shit was whatever acid.
Yeah, like it's like you put like baking soda and vinegar, right? And it's like a volcano, like it just foams up and stuff.
I never did that experiment.
And neither did I. But Koi was right there, and he's like trying to fucking do a volcano experiment over here, motherfucker. And I'm like, no, just trying to clean the battery acid.
Told me to clean the battery acid.
Yeah, battery acid, right? Take the fucking bowl, dump that shit. Shit starts fucking dissolving. Just like shit. I'm like, bro, this shit was like fucking like after like it foamed up, it kind of like just turned into a liquid. And I'm like, I don't think this is gonna work. It fucking works, bro. It fucking was eating up the acid. So then we took a paper towel, wiped that shit off. I was like, okay. And then I'm like, my girl's like, we probably don't want to start the car now because it's fucking watery, kind of, you know. I'm like, okay.
Did you inform your friend over Snapchat? You'd be like, hey, what's the best way to fix this? Can I do this? I mean, I don't know why you couldn't.
I mean, at that point, he just said clean it and then jumpstart it again. But she's like, yeah, you know, like we technically poured water on that. You know, should we like jumpstart it now? You know, maybe it's a little dangerous. So I'm like,
oh, I see.
Yeah.
The worst that can happen.
And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Wait a couple days, because to be honest with you, if it was not at that moment, now it's being pushed back to goddamn eternity. Turns out today, I'm like, looks like there's not a car, because there's cars in front of her that's parked, right? So I couldn't like park in front to jumpstart a car. That's like one of the...
Because you're parked on the street.
Yeah,
on the side of the street, right?
Yeah, so like I'm like...
Parking here is like horrendous too. So.
Yeah, it's just like a street by our apartment, and there is like a row where she's parked at, and there will be like maybe 10, 12 cars just jam-packed. and just depending on the day. So today I came home, open spot. I said it's time. Let's try it out. It did not fucking work. It still made the fucking sound. It's like that, like David was talking about, like how it misfires.
Like
it's like, yeah, he's like that's a classic dead battery. I'm like, all right. And
that sounds like that was the best David impersonation. That's a classic dead battery.
It did, yeah, classic, right? I was like, okay, diggity. And I look at my girl. I told you we should have just got a goddamn tow truck. Long story short,
we called AAA.
We called a tow truck. That shit's gone. Some Mexican or some Latino guy at a workshop right now is fixing it.
So, like, is the battery, like, completely, like, dead? Because I've had that happen before where, like, it's just dead.
I have no idea. I'll be honest. Maybe it is, dude. Like, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, right? I asked my mechanic friend. I snapped him. I'm like...
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, he didn't say anything. Like,
he just says that's a classic dead battery, because he heard the sound and he saw like everything. He's like,
"Where'd you take it to?"
She took it to like some fucking. She takes it down to like, the Latino area where they had like whatever. Yeah, workshops there. And
I was just saying, because if it's just a dead battery, there's no sense paying all that tow truck like
I don't know.
mileage.
I mean, hey,
just go
that's
straight
I
to
don't
Walmart.
know.
Anyway, it don't matter, dude.
I am the guy. I'm just living life.
I feel you.
So that hunk of car is gone now, and I don't know what's wrong with it. Now, if they say not a dead battery, I feel like a champion. Now, they said it's a dead battery and it could have been jump started. I don't know. I may just be retarded.
Who knows, bro?
Yeah,
who knows?
This is like a part 2 for another day,
Oh yeah, no, there's a carry on.
That's a carry on. That's a carry on. Yeah, that's like, oh yeah, we do know what happened to that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome, dude. Well, I'm glad you guys.
That's not awesome at all, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm just glad I saw it gone. I'm like, holy shit, she's driving her own car now. She is amazing.
Not at all. She's in fact here right now.
Oh, so I see. Never mind.
Why'd you pause like she just came out?
Oh no, I was just waiting for her. You know what I mean? Like just like one of those like situational, like situations where she would just come out.
It would be prime comedy.
Yeah,
life's not like that, sir.
I know.
I saw like on TikTok. Speaking of, back to another thing. I believe it's like TikTok, where it's like one of those like maybe comedy shorts where it's like after you watch a movie and you think you're a protag, and she's like goes in the cab, she's like, "Take me home." And she just sits there, and the guy's like, "Where the fuck is your home, bro? I don't know where the fuck that is." It's like, true,
it's like something from The Bachelor
like,
or something, yeah.
Why do they just say "take me home" and then the guy just starts driving, bro? I'm like, that would make so like that shit's fucking. I was like, I never thought about it like that. Another thing, gets movie trends, off, and just a whole another tangent. Probably the worst podcast, but like they're always like, my superpower is like super strength. Right?
No.
Like, okay, let's just say like you're watching.
That was not the thing in Batman.
Let's just say like, hey, like if I had a superpower, it would be super strength. Okay. Why are they the most muscular motherfuckers? I'm just gonna like, let's just think about it. If I had like super strength, I wouldn't have to work out to gain muscles, right? But why are they always depicted as like they fucking or like fucking working out like bodybuilders, when in fact they wouldn't have to be working out like bodybuilders, because your power is super strength, so you wouldn't be breaking muscles to be forming like large muscles, right?
So like, who are you talking about? For instance, you obviously have a superhero in mind.
I'm not even. I'm just fucking watching like.
No, I'm just.
So like, watching Encanto with my girl. It's a Disney movie. It's a.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Disney movie, and all these family members have superpowers, except for this one girl who doesn't have a power. I think her power was like she's connected with the house, but I think it just says she doesn't have a power. That's beside the point.
So she can connect with like inanimate objects, or just
no?
One
like I think just
object?
like the house is alive too, and it's magical.
Okay.
And the house is dying, and it gets with magic. It gives.
Spoiler alert. It's okay.
I mean, that's part of the fucking first 5 minutes of the story, so that's.
Well, now I don't need to watch the first 5 minutes. Thanks.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the first 5 minutes. So like.
Thanks a lot.
But there's this one girl. I think her name is Louisa. and her power is she has superpower strength, so she can lift heavy objects. You know, she's like lifting church buildings and putting them into new spots. Or
can you actually do that?
not at all. Just the way buildings work. That's not how it goes. But you know, this is an animated film, so they could be doing stupid shit like that. And I was just like, you know, I'm just having one of those fucking smoking too much moments where, you know, obviously I'm not, but like I must have been on some kind of fucking new nonsense where I'm like, bro, why the fuck is she buff as fuck if her power was like a super strength? You know, like what kind of workout is she doing where she be like working harder than her own power, you know? Does that make sense?
I see what you're saying. So, like, you're saying, like she's got to have... She would just be normal. But
she would, at that point,
it's kind of like you and I. Like, for me, like, I can't bench. Like, I went to the gym today.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm going, and I'm like, man, I can bench 135 easy, you know? But I'm not going to gain any muscle for doing that. She'd need to be benching, like, 3 churches, you know, to, like, start seeing some definition.
Something like that. Because she's lifting this shit, like, as a ease. She's, like, throwing up the church and then hanging in it with one hand, right? What kind of fucking workout you have to fucking do if you have super strength? To one, like, if that's easy for you, and then how the fuck are you forming like large muscles then if that was easy? Like, you gotta fucking have like 20 churches.
That's what
I'm right.
Yeah.
So like, why is it on like TV shows and all that? Like, super strength is depicted. If you had the ability of super strength, why are you like the most buff motherfucker? Then you just like maybe like, yeah, you're just strong, but like maybe just a little bit more abnormally strong. But like, considering how much muscle weight you have, like, yeah,
I don't know, man.
But like, imagine if like some scrawny kid comes up, punches you, and he fucking punches you 50 kilometers away because he's got super strength. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's super strength, right?
Now, see, I understand that. Now, that's super strength, but like at the same time, you're saying it's not super strength to be able to lift up like a church or like a train
I'm saying that is super strength, but like the girl was just so buff.
Oh, it's like, well, yeah, because she's been training her entire life. I see what you're saying.
Is yours like, how did you get, if your powers were super strength, how did you get buff? Because then you can never get a workout, maybe.
Well, no, you just gotta find another level. You know what I mean? So like, you work up. So like,
where the fuck is the next level to super strength,
like you said, like, it's not super strength.
How the fuck is she gonna carry 20 churches, dog?
I don't know, man.
Where's she gonna find 20 churches?
How do you fucking learn to juggle,
It's a goddamn motherfucking...
You start with 2
It's a small-ass village, bro.
You start with 2.
They ain't got 20 churches at a small-ass village.
You don't know that, bro.
I'm just saying, dude.
You don't know? Maybe she came back.
You know?
Maybe she went on a little vacation.
Just saying, dude. Just think about it. Now, listeners, what do you think about super... We ain't got no listeners. We don't gotta worry. But yeah, that's what I was like thinking about while I was watching that movie. You know, like, how, if you had super strength, like let's just say when you were 5, you know, and let's just say it's like in Canto levels where you can just like lift up a church with ease. How the fuck are you gonna grow up to be like a goddamn like Arnold Schwarzenegger lookalike?
I mean, eventually. Like I said, you just fucking pull what is it?
Okay,
like The Incredibles?
My question is...
The Incredibles.
My question is, right? You have super strength at 5 years old. What makes you want to go to the next level at that point?
That's a good question. I don't have an answer for it. You're right. I mean, as a 5-year-old, what 5-year-old sits there and is like, I want to get big.
I'm just saying,
like buff.
Hey, bro,
I want to get big.
You're like, bro, I can already fucking lift the church with ease. Like, why the fuck should I work out? You know?
But see, that's the thing too. That's like talent. What is it? Hard work always overpays.
Okay, yeah, but this is goddamn like fictional. Like, this is just superpowers, bro.
Dude, man, what if you could have?
We ain't saying like you're like fucking Kyrie Irving and you got fucking ball handling skills of a god, and it's like, okay, yeah, but like Kyrie Irving, you don't have the vaccine, so that, like, no matter how much talent you have,
that's because
your hard work ain't there.
He's got immunities, bro.
Okay,
you already know. He already got it.
Yeah, we don't know.
But I had a question for you though. What superpowers would you have?
Yeah. Okay. I should just put my phone on silent. What superpowers would I have?
Yeah.
Frankly speaking, I always thought invisibility, and it's not because like it's all because of perverted reasons. Let's get it fucking straight.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's always like, yeah, I would be like the worst defense. Like I would be like, you know, like fucking Rear Window, you know, right? I think that's the Alfred Hitchcock where the guy's just like from the other apartment and just stalking the girl, you know.
I don't know that one.
I'll be kind of like that, or like Invisible Man, you know, like the new one where the guy's just like following this girl and just like looking at her naked and shit.
Yeah, but in that case, why would you say like X-ray vision is the more superb like power? You know what I mean?
I think like the ability to like touch and possibly like never being associated with it. You know, like, yeah, okay, let's just say you're like in a crowded like place. You could cop like a feel, and what's she gonna do? Who's she gonna see? Fucking Joe Schmo, not me, bro. I'm invisible, bro.
I was gonna say Joe Biden. Bing bong.
Now, obviously, this is why like humans shouldn't have superpowers. Cause like, look at me, like giving into carnal desires, like immediately.
That's nothing wrong with that. At least you're honest about it. I mean, I feel like it's like you said, it's a little perverted for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like
you're gonna go X-ray vision?
I'm not gonna go X-ray vision, honestly.
Uh-huh.
You know what's my weakness? My number one weakness, no matter what it is. Like
ass being too fat.
No. I get that a lot, I guess.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no. I was gonna say like
the girl's ass being too fat. I just,
bro.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But no, I was just gonna say, getting caked up, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But what my biggest weakness I feel like is regardless of no matter where I am, no matter what my plans are, I am always late to everything, to everywhere, you know. So, and it's partially poor planning on my part, but I just try to jam pack everything in as much as possible.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I had the ability or the power to teleport, I'd be good.
Teleport.
Yeah. We're teleporting, dude. I was traffic on my way over here.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I was like 10-15 minutes late, right? Later than I wanted. So, just teleport, you know?
My only thing is, right, I come from like a science background, and it's like that, I think there was like a book maybe where the guy's like...
The clothes and shit. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the guy's like, this place will like time travel forward. Now, it's time travel, right?
Yeah. So, I mean...
In essence, but like, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And he's like, I just want to go back. I just want to go forward 5 years. And when he time travels, he's in space because like the whole world and whole universe is like
changing around him.
Fucking, you know, on a revolution, right?
Right.
And so if you stay in one spot, that one spot is like fucking the vastness of space.
Yeah, so you're saying there, if I want to fast forward
like
5 years.
What I'm saying is like with teleportation, then, right?
Right.
I always feel like the ability is like you have to have an like be able to like put like a coordinate or some shit. I don't know like how teleportation would ever work, but you have to have a good idea of your surrounding, right? Because like, what if you teleport and you just teleport to a wall?
Bro, man, I've heard this before.
I just like I
know what you're saying.
Like with invisibility, I turn invisible and I just turn invisible, right? Like it's an on
how
and
do you
off.
turn
It's
back
like
to invisible?
I don't know. I say invisible on. I don't know how you fucking teleport. Like
teleport me to Ryan's place.
Yeah. And
oh shit, wrong Ryan. My bad.
You know, like it's like I feel like you gotta have like I think Nightcrawler says you gotta have like a mental image or something of like the place.
That's what it was.
Yeah, Nightcrawler and X-Men says that. I think in one of the movies. And I'm like, and it's like it's very dangerous because although I may know what the place looks like, it could be like a dude right next to me and I just fucking transfigure with him, you know. And it's like true, like.
Which is why
I could think that one spot in my room would be the most safest place to like teleport. But what if someone just happened to be there the moment I did? Now I'm fucked. Yeah. Now I'm fucked. But like I turned invisible, right? Bam. invisible dick up in your ass.
She can't see how small it is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, dude. True.
It was. I don't know, sir. It was.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of like that's too complex of a superpower. You know, like, I feel like at that point, it's like a genie with 3 wishes, and he's like just out to fuck you.
All right. So you're sitting there and arguing with me that like teleportation's not a good one. How about super speed then?
I ain't even saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying
not
like,
a good thing. Not.
I just that's why I wouldn't do teleportation, like, personally, just because I'm like, I wouldn't understand how the powers work for me to like justify getting it. For me, it's like invisibility is like.
How does that work?
It's like a light switch, right? I just turn invisible and turn, like, even if I had the thought like, oh, I want to turn invisible, right? And then I have the thought I don't want to turn invisible, like, the science of that is like, yeah, I did and did not, you know. But like teleportation's like, how will you like know where to teleport? And do you then just have like an all-seeing eye where you could just be like, I want to teleport to Saudi Arabia, this place, and then I just have like a fucking overview map. I'm like, that looks like a cool place to teleport. Yeah. I don't know, like, I don't know how that would work, you know? You. And then that's why I'm like, because everyone's like, oh yeah, just teleport. I'm like, bro, teleport where?
To wherever. I mean, even if it's like small, like general locations, like Nightcrawler did, like in the movie.
And then just like even like teleport, like I would have to teleport like spacey, like I would have to go fucking far, right? Like, for us, we're just in a fucking little ant on a fucking little globe, you know, just trotting along. But does that work with like time travel and stuff, like with like space travel and how teleportation works? I have no idea.
Thank you for ruining my superpower.
I just don't know. I just don't get it, dude. You know, like, it always seems cool though. Like instant transmission from like Goku's like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Straight up. Like you punch someone and you're like, oh fuck, I regret this. Bye, bro.
Psych. No, even if you could like even do it like to the point where like Nightcrawler was, you know, where he was like, you know, he was small leaps essentially, just to keep people guessing. Like even if it's like, you know, if I was to come over there and like teleport in your face and punch you and then walk away or teleport away, you know what I mean? It'd still be a cool thing to do. I don't know. I think probably the better thing from what it sounds like. I mean, if you're gonna argue about,
I ain't even arguing.
No, but debate this topic. I would say probably super speed because. You know what I mean? Like, my kids are still... I got 2 kids. They're still kind of small. I could, like, you know, put them on my back and then still, like, oh, we want to go to Uncle Ryan's house. All right, dope. Hop on. We'll go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Over. I get that. Uh-huh. Your kid's going to survive the G-force?
Dude, I don't even think I could. There was something I was reading, like...
No, you can't. But, like, I just imagine if you had that superpower, you'd probably be able to, like...
Work your way up to it?
Nullify, maybe? I don't know. Like, I just don't... I mean... I guess it just comes with the territory.
At this point, I just want fucking gills so I can swim underwater.
You're just like, at this point, dude, like, why you shut down everything, right? Like, yeah, is like invisibility the only answer, bro?
Well, I could have super strength. Well, technically, you can't do it because you don't have the body. Is what he's saying over there. Fucking
I didn't fucking say that, bro. I didn't say that, bro. I just thought it's always whack that the super strength power people are ripped as fuck. That's all. But yeah. Super speed, huh?
Yeah, probably super speed, bro. But
if like teleportation just did not work
teleportation didn't work and super speed, I think
those like teleportation and time travel and shit like that, those are just OP powers, right? Stop in time.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. That's why I'm just like, bro. I don't even need that. Like, stop in time. Yeah.
Talk to ghosts. Could be some. Talk to dead people.
There could be some like
that'd be like a third one. I feel
something
like
I could do. You know.
I feel like if those two were not good, like if we're sitting there like talking about the science behind it all, I wouldn't mind like, you know, talking to people, like, you know, like seeing old family and, you know, friends.
Reading minds, maybe.
Oh, dude, reading minds would be a good one.
Reading minds.
Then you could know every fucking thing.
You know,
do you know how much you could fucking win at Vegas if you could read minds?
You could just like. Yeah, you just go to a poker table, right? And you're like, it's like 2-4, same suit, and you're like, okay, I know his cards, I know my cards.
I'm all in.
Or he's like all in, and you're like, he's fucking bluffing, and you're like, motherfucker, call it.
Literally, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be banned for sure. You'd have to play it smart. You know what I mean? Like you can't win too much at one time.
You just
Otherwise,
like play like high stakes poker, right? Like.
Oh yeah.
There's like professionals where you got to put in like $1 million or whatever buy-in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then come out like a sore loser, maybe.
Yeah, but the thing too is like people are not going to if you.
I mean, you obviously gotta like you gotta obviously lose couple because every time you go on, they're gonna fucking pull out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta play. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be smart about it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's also like lady luck, and you could just still get fucked over by like, you know, the river and all that.
Mm-hmm. But in that case, I don't know, man. I think like reading minds would be a dope one.
Like, just like imagine, you know, like I'm having like a conversation with my girl, and she does not like communicate well.
Interesting.
Or like I should say like communicate often.
Or communicate well, but yeah,
one of them. It doesn't matter. And every time I feel like there's something wrong, and I'm like, what's wrong? As a guy, I just want to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just want to know. And it's just like nothing. And you're like, no, I know.
Holy moly.
There's something wrong.
Yeah.
But now I'm reading your mind, bitch. I now know. Bitch, you trying to keep that a secret? Bam, bam, boom. Problem solved. Now I know what I did or what is wrong. And as a guy, I'm going to try to
fix that.
That's what guys love. They just love fixing shit.
Yeah. Cars.
Cars.
Problems.
Everything, dude. Just fix
walls.
It. Just fix
with
it.
My super strength. No.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if I could read someone's mind and just know right away, I'd be like, boom, won't do that, or boom, it's actually a no biggie. She's right.
See, this is my thinking too. Like, so I would honestly 100%, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like I was telling you, like there was a girl I've been like talking to a little bit, and she's been having an awful lot of issues, and she just keeps saying, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It's too much. Blah, 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 blah. Do you think I'm crazy? And I'm like, I don't think you're crazy. I just don't understand, like, why you're not telling me. Like, I understand, like, venting and wanting to talk to someone about your problems.
Yeah. It
makes total sense. But, like, to me, and even if you don't want to, but, like, the same thing over and over again, bro. Like, I'm just like, at this point, I want to help you, like, in any way that I can, you know?
Yeah. Reading minds would do a lot of wonders to like even like pick up girls. Like, is she into me?
What can I say?
Yeah.
Get her in.
Yeah,
what
she
can
is.
I do?
She is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's your favorite color? Wait, don't tell me. I'm gonna orange. What's up, bitch?
I just want you to think about your favorite color, and she's thinking about everything else but her favorite color.
Or like I do a magic trick, and I like put your card back in there, and I'll be like,
those aren't magic tricks. That's what is that? What are they called?
Two of hearts, bitch.
Cardistry, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm just like, I ain't even gonna pull the card out. I'm just gonna know it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
That'd be awesome, bro.
Yeah, what if that was like with David Blaine's powers? He just had mind reading powers, and this whole time he just read people's minds, and he's like, yeah, that's just a card, dude. Or like Chris Angel, like every time, like he's like, oh,
he's making you see shit that like's not even there.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay.
Chris Angel is like above, like he's beyond card tricks at this point, dude. Like
he always doing some crazy like stunts. I feel like he's half stunt man, half like warlock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. He's like done a deal with the devil, and he's just fucking down in Georgia or some shit like that.
Some shit like that. Like he's just like, this time I'm gonna levitate for 10 minutes, and you're like, I can't even levitate for half a second, bro.
Yeah, you can. It's called jumping.
Yeah, that's the half a second. I'm at the.
I think gravity does you.
I'm at the apex of my jump, right, and then I fall down. That was the little levitation trick I did. His man's like 10 minutes. I'm like, first off, levitating in its own is warlock powers, bro. Now you're like 10 minutes. That's a stunt man thing. Like, you're doing two things at once, bro. Like, don't even, like, I can't.
Dude, the Chris Angel, I think I saw Chris Angel one time. Like, the first time I was like freaking out. Like, there was like a guy who like got cut in half. Like, not cut in half, you know what I mean? He didn't even touch him. He just did like the, you know, like the, like, I don't know, snap like a little finger.
He just did a little wavy of the hands.
Yeah, and then, you know, I think you've probably seen it too, but like, literally the person's legs just start walking like away, and I'm like scared shitless out of my mind, and then the person's like scared too.
On like Mind Freak or something? Doesn't he have a show like Mind Freak, I think?
Probably he used to, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was the craziest thing.
I saw one where he was like in like a frozen state for like a certain amount of like days, like 3 days or some shit, I think, like that, where he was in a frozen slab of ice or some stupid shit like that. I think I've seen that. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I saw like an image or something like that, and I'm just like, bro, like, like, this is why, like, I believe you done a deal with the devil or some shit. Like, one, who comes up with this stupid idea? Like, the devil must be like, bro, as punishment for your powers, you must be in like a state of frozen state, like,
for 3 days, and he's using it as like some trick or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, bro.
Holy fuck, man, that's fucking mind blowing right there. Mind blown by Chris Angel.
Yeah. Only in this obscure podcast will you unlock the true understanding of, you know, Chris Angel's powers.
He's gonna be on here one time. Just mark my words, okay? He's gonna get out. He's like, don't ever fucking tell my secrets again, dude.
He just throws a card, like, fucking chips off my fucking fingers, and he's like, it's gonna be another one if you fucking don't shut the fuck up, bro. You're like, can you put my finger back, dude? He's like, all right, secret safe with me, bro. He's like, secret safe with me, bro. Like, say less.
But Chris Angel, definitely come on the podcast. We'd like to talk.
I don't know about that. I mean, I would love to talk with Chris Angel, but like, I don't think that's ever happened, bro.
Just leave my limbs alone. That's all I say. That's all I want. I think it could happen. You're thinking too small, dude. You're thinking too small.
I want like a local magician to come by. Local magicians in the area, please come by.
Who was it? Wasn't there? There was a couple.
Coit has some magic tricks. Maybe we have to like Coit to show us a magic trick. It's pretty bad, probably. It's like my little magic trick, you know.
So that means we're gonna have to add video to the podcast, huh? So
not one, maybe never. But yeah. So obviously we talk about superpowers. What about being super rich? Batman.
Like Batman rich?
Batman, but like, I'll be honest, driving. Once again, this is just me driving, trying to set up this podcast, very scuffed podcast, and saw the Powerball, 500 milli.
I know.
I think you could snap 324 after taxes or some shit like that, maybe a little less, something like that, right? Let's just say you won it, right? You won the Powerball.
Right.
Was the drawing tonight? When did they do it?
So, Powerball is now Mondays. It was Wednesdays and Saturdays for the Powerball.
Yeah.
They added Monday in like 2-3 months ago, I think. And then Mega Millions is.
So it's Mondays and Saturdays.
Monday, Wednesday, Saturday for the Powerball.
Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So the next time they do it is Saturday.
Yeah.
The drawing.
Saturday night.
So on New Year's. Someone will be super rich possibly to start the year 2022.
That's the best way to start.
That's the best way to start the year. And then you could like think about how you're going to get fucked in taxes the whole rest of the year.
I'm okay with that because at that point, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like
at that point you could have just like invested it and then recouped like whatever you could possibly lose.
Well, what I'm thinking is, so you invest it. So like, for example, like I was looking at like, you know, investments for like stocks and shit, right?
I get that. Now, for podcast reasons,
we ain't gonna talk about it.
That's very boring of an answer. Now, what I'm saying is, I just was curious because maybe I'm just trying to be that lucky winner. But fictional talk. What if you did win, James?
Dude.
What if you did win?
Do you want to ask me this question? Because I have literally thought about it forever. Quit my job.
Quit your job. Everyone quits their job.
Quit my job in a heartbeat, okay?
But like, how would you quit? I would, no lie, be like, just test me, motherfucker. Like, say something dumb, and I'll walk out. You know what I'm saying? Like we both work in the service industry. You know what I'm saying? And it can be testy. Like today, my boss comes in, and she's like, "You didn't do this, Ryan. You know better." And I'm like, "Bitch." Obviously, this is all in my head and in a fictional space where I can obviously say bitch to my boss, but I'm like, bitch, maybe try to make me do better.
Oh, wow. So you actually are nice and, like, don't say that? See, my work is a hostile environment.
Nah. Obviously, I just, they say, hey, you should know better, and I stay silent. And you know, but what can I, you know, but I'm just like, bro, if I won that money, you know, let's, but like, dude, test me, bitch. Like, say something again, I'll walk away. Give me the write-up. Because I ain't signing it, because I ain't coming back, ho.
Dude, I think the best thing for me is I would sit there and, like, think about it. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk away. Like, I would be premeditating the shit out of it. You know what I mean? So I'd sit there and, like, oh, so... You mean to tell me I close on a Saturday night and you open on a Saturday, and you're dependent on me being there, and you say some shit on Tuesday? I'm like, okay, fine. I'll come in Tuesday. I'll come on Wednesday. I'll come in Friday. But Saturday,
come in all the days.
Yeah, but then the Saturday where I'm like, I know they're gonna need me. I'm like, I just won't show up, and then I'll ghost them.
You gotta do better. You say you come in all the days. You come in none of the days.
No. Because the hard day for us would be that Saturday. It's the busiest day of the week.
You're gonna suffer for the other days just so he could suffer the most on a Saturday.
100%. It's not even really suffering at that point. I mean, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
I just didn't like. I would just go in and I'd be like, just test me, bro. Like, I wake up, I open, you know, and then another manager comes in till like 7. I just be like, honestly, bro, if I just don't feel like at like 5 a.m. I just don't feel like it, I'll just walk out. Leave my keys.
Well, that's literally the same thing. But then you're setting them. So this is the thing for you. You're like busy throughout the day. You know what I mean? So like that fucks you. That doesn't fuck you. That's gonna fuck everyone else up. You know, for the rest of the day.
I just like, maybe what I do, I'll be a little bit nicer. As soon as the manager walks in, I'll be like, bye. They'll be like, where are you going?
Oh, see, that's too nice.
Fuck
that's
you.
Too nice.
I don't know, dude. I just don't have really a mean bone in my body. But I want to say, like, test me, bitch.
I don't.
I do.
That's pretty mean right there.
Yeah,
that's very aggressive.
I have these
aggressive thoughts.
Aggressive thoughts, you know, just like these overt perverted thoughts at half the time, you know. But yeah, you know, just like, yeah, you're gonna make me do some stupid shit. Just test me, bro. Like, I walk out.
You too.
I just won money, bro.
See, that's the thing. Me too.
What you gonna do?
After that, then what's the point? Then why wouldn't you just quit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't quit. I would quit, right? But I want to make a show out of it because, like, normally when you quit, they just say like you gotta find another job.
You know what I do?
I feel like you gotta still have like a professionalism. I won $324 million. Professionalism is out the fucking window, bro. My fucking dick's going on some burger. Not at all. Like, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. But, like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, bro.
You know what I do? I don't know, man. I feel like I'd get like a helicopter and land it on top of the building, you know? Make stupid. A huge fucking spectacle. I don't care, dude. It's my money. Leave me the fuck alone.
There's a goddamn Hoodmasters and shit, like, all the way hooked up to your fucking store,
I don't give a fuck, dude.
Where's your helicopter gonna land on, bro?
I don't know, bro. On the top of the roof. Fucking leave me alone, man.
Okay, sure.
Maybe in the parking lot. Fucking out me, dude. Sure. I don't care. At this point, all I know for a fact, I would quit in some weird fashion.
Kobe Bryant.
Huh?
You Kobe Bryant and you just go to work in a helicopter every day, huh?
On second thought, you know what I should probably do? I'll take the helicopter, but I'll grab a parachute just in case.
Shut the fuck up,
bro. Yeah, but no, dude. I'd fucking do that. I don't know, man. The main thing I know for a fact, I probably wouldn't work for the rest of my life. That's all I know. I would not. I would just sit down. I'd do what I want when I want. You know what I mean?
You do what?
I would do what I want when I want.
Yeah, but wouldn't you get bored? Like, every time I'm on, like, vacation for a week, and it's like a stay-home vacation, right? I get bored the second day. I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? I just take a nap. I've taken like a 6-hour nap, and I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, day's over.
Well, see, that's the thing though, is you have to find, like, the one thing I feel like in that instance, like, you have to find goals and stuff to do that makes it worth your while. I mean, you have almost essentially unlimited funds. You know what I mean? So, like, for example, like, I would think I've talked to you both about this before, but I wanted to, learn how to ride a motorcycle, so I'd get my motorcycle license. That'd probably be one of the first things I'd have, you know? And then maybe, I don't know, go to the shooting range, you know? What?
I said,
I know. I just find new goals.
You just fuck around.
Literally, yeah. I mean, would I probably at some point get finish my degree? Yeah, 100%, dude.
Fuck the degree, bro.
I know, but like at this point, I'm just fucking spending money to spend money.
Yeah, what? Save money for your kids, right?
Oh yeah, no, that'd be something I'd do too. Yeah, I'd put $1 million away for both of them.
But like, just get like $1 million like trust bond, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
20 years later, that shit's like, what? Like $1 jillion?
I don't know, bro. It depends on the bond that you get and how everything ages. I have no idea. I don't think they even offer one for $1 million, but I'd split it in two.
Yeah, I believe like you could like, I believe someone's like, yo, if you put like get like a certain bond and put like a certain amount of money like each year, like you'll accumulate to $1 million by the time like they're 25 or some shit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds pretty smart as an adult.
Oh yeah,
but like I ain't never doing that, even if like I had like the ability to do that.
Oh yeah, no, because that means you're just sitting it away and just wasting away. Like you have funds that you could be using. I mean, there's a different. I don't know, because you can't touch.
Probably like a nice birthday gift. They're like, you know what a great birthday gift for a kid is? Like when they're fucking 1 year old, like give them this. And I'm like, yeah,
dude, yeah, the bonds,
and I'm just like,
that's like a grandma.
I'm like that's smart, and probably like very economically like sound decision making. But listen up, bitch. We live in a generation where fucking girls be shaking their ass for clout
on TikTok,
and guys be smoking 420 weed every day, blaze it. Like we're throwing money away. I'm gonna throw that bond away.
Oh, shit. Speaking of which, dude, there's a story I gotta tell you. This is something I've been saving because So,
wait. Saving for what?
Tell you.
Tell me.
And I just thought about it until just now. You were talking about the weed.
Okay, wait. How long have we been recording this?
Huh?
How long have we been recording this?
I don't know. We got time.
48 minutes?
We got time. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, do we save this for... Not that we're very scuffed in. We're just going to, like, put out 2 to 3 episodes today. But, can we save this for the next one?
We could do that.
Yeah. Let's just finish out this last 10 minutes.
All right.
Let's finish out this last 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, you're right. So, anyway, I don't even know what we were saying. Oh, yeah, smoking the ganja.
No, we're talking about ganja. Yeah, but I'm talking about what will you do with the money, right? Like, obviously, you just go crazy. What do you think is the most crazy thing you would do if you had that kind of money?
If I had that type of money, you know what the craziest thing I would do?
Craziest, yeah.
I would probably still be living in an apartment. I think that's the craziest thing.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of, like, little tangent, my dad's like, dude, did you know 2.5 like hours from here, they're selling a hospital. How much do you think it costs?
Where is it at? Like in rural Nebraska?
Some fucking rural Nebraska hospital.
I'd say probably
and
500,000.
Attached to that hospital is 7 like mini houses with their own bathrooms.
Oh, so like you can live there.
You could like get the house and the 7 like rooms with each their own bathrooms.
Dude, it wouldn't be 500,000 then. Oh fuck.
Less than $100,000.
Huh?
Less than $100,000.
How big is this hospital? How much square footage?
I asked my dad to send me the link because
does it have a helipad?
I have no idea. It's a hospital though. It's a hospital. So and then attached is like
but
living spaces for 7 like people as well. 7 other, and the hospital is fucking huge too, right? It's like a small like hospital with kid you not. It's like $99,000 or some shit.
That's crazy.
I kid you not. He was looking at it yesterday.
Dude, did he not send you the link?
He did not.
Does he want you to live in poverty for the rest of your life?
It's like 2.5 hours from like. And the thing is, like, it's a small town, right? No Walmart. Probably like.
Doesn't even have a Walmart? That's not even a town then.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a very like rural place. $99,000 for a hospital with 7 other additional living spaces.
Mm-hmm.
You could just like get. Like everyone lives in their small like what I don't know how, and he said it's pretty big, but the house he called it houses, right? That's
how
attached
does he know?
to it.
He doesn't. He needs to.
He's looked at the picture. I guess it's online, right? And he's like, yeah, it's like $100,000. He's like even less than that technically. And he said, bro, what? Like a hospital, and all you gotta do is like, let's just say you just renovate the hospital. You can make it into a giant bachelor pad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 7 dudes. So all you have to do.
I mean, for $100,000, dude, I fucking. You know what I do?
You just have to commit to driving and commuting 2.5 hours to Omaha.
Fuck that, dude. No, I wouldn't.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if we had regular people money.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah,
even
like,
for regular people money. You know what I do? I'd find some, like, I mean, what does your cousin do again? Like, doesn't he do some crazy shit where he works, like, at
home? Yeah.
From home. But, I mean.
Like, the internet's got to be shite over there, too.
Oh.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I see what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, or you have to get a job, like, in that town. Or whatever that town is.
Man, but like, what job's gonna be available?
I don't know.
I mean, like, you don't even have Walmart.
Listen, bro,
benefits,
I don't
dude.
know I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there is a hospital.
Dude, holy.
Speaking of like, as your apartment life, like you could basically, and my dad's like, you could just renovate the hospital to be an apartment. And then my sister's like, who the fuck is gonna need an apartment in a fucking danky little village?
That's literally okay. That was gonna be my next question here too. I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
well, I mean,
she brought that up.
Yeah, no, if it were me, I'd find like an apartment somewhere. Like there's some nice apartments around this part of town here that.
And that's you think that's the stupid? Like, you think just economically that's stupid? I'm just saying like dog shit. Just like your mom will roll on her grave kind of deal, or like your grandmother will roll on her grave. Not like economically, like, yeah, living in an apartment is stupid, but like
I think
this is the stupidest shit you can do.
I think the dumbest thing. Have you seen Tiger King?
Dude, yeah, Tiger King.
I'd get a tiger.
Where do you think you'll put? Like,
in my apartment, I have no idea. I'll get a 3-bedroom or something.
It's like stuck in the bathroom, like in like The Hangover, And
yeah.
Open it, it's just like fuckers just out there, like, we're never going into that bathroom again, dude. Like, guests aren't allowed in there.
The tiger is fucking stuck in there, dude. Honestly, no, there'd be guests that would be allowed in there, but just ones I wouldn't like too much. Like, you say something stupid about my kids, I'm like, okay, yeah. You need to use the restroom, wash your hands. That one right over there with the tiger in it, or not.
It's like got a long hallway that's like it's a door to a long hallway, and then it's like a door to the bathroom, right?
Oh yeah.
So like he goes in, you just lock he goes through the hallway door, you close the door and then lock the door.
Yeah.
And so like he can't exit ever. So like now he's stuck in the hallway, and then now there's a bathroom.
You know what the
with
worst
a tiger,
thing?
right?
Yeah, literally. That's
so
the
then
worst thing.
Either he opens it, and if he doesn't close the door immediately, that tiger is there with you in the hallway, bro.
I see what you're saying. That would be.
You gotta have a long, you gotta have a lengthy hallway. And he's like, bro, why is there a door to a hallway to the bathroom? And you're like, I didn't make the fucking renovations here.
This wasn't the hospital that I built.
When you did.
I didn't build this hospital. No.
I didn't let this I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't let this tiger. What? But yeah, because like he opens the door, that tiger's free now. You gotta make sure that you self-contain it.
What if I train that tiger?
How you, dude? What's those like the?
I don't know, dude.
The circus acts in the Vegas, the two brothers.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm like, bro, like he's going to only listen. He's going to only listen to me. Okay, he's not going to listen to the guy who's fucking like who talk trash to my kids. You're dead to me, dude. At this point, he ain't going to listen to you. You know what I mean?
Tigers, though, huh?
Yeah.
If I was to own like an exotic animal, I'll be honest with you.
Kangaroo? You seem like the kangaroo type.
Kangaroos would fuck you up, bro. Then, oh no. I was gonna say Australia. I feel like Australia lost a war with kangaroos, but I think like they would lose a war with kangaroos as well. But
yeah,
those motherfuckers, bro. I think they could take bullets. I mean,
kangaroos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
They'll take bullets. So like Australia, obviously, everyone always talks about, but they lost the Great Emu War. They apparently lost 3 other wars to animals, but that's beside the point.
That literally.
Well, two other animals. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They've introduced like a toad.
Was it supposed to
kill like the sugarcane or something, like it's like a sugarcane insect or something, and there's a toad that eats it, right? So they introduced these toads as a eco-friendly way of like getting rid of these like insects for their farm. Turns out the motherfucker insects are like way up high, and the toads can't get it because they're at the ground level, and these toads just multiplied because like what are you gonna do? Like, first off, you can't attack them because their backs are poisonous. So like the animals, like a predator would die.
Oh yeah.
So they were just on the top of the food chain and then Australia just let them be. So like that's one animal, right, that they've introduced that was not in their ecosystem, that just had fucked up their ecosystem. The next one, I think, is rabbits. I think they introduced rabbits.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention.
And there's a fucking giant ass wall or like a fence
keeping them out.
Keep trying to keep them out and they're overpopulated, right? Because rabbits, they just fuck like crazy, right? Just imagine like half of like Australia's problem isn't just like the fact that like they have the wackest animals, like all over the world. They brought
in animals.
They've also brought in animals, and they fucked their ecosystem.
You know what it is? Australia is literally Florida, like 2.0. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's anything. It's like Florida is Australia.
See, I feel like Australia. Well, yeah, but Australia was made after.
Are you stupid?
No, I'm just generalizing. I mean, I'm known as the history guy, but like, I really don't know.
What the fuck? What?
Like, when was Florida?
What the fuck?
When was Florida made, dude?
I'm talking about the fucking ecosystem of the goddamn Australia.
I know, but like, you know what Australia was before all the animals.
People. Yeah, I'm talking about like but like the Floridans weren't always Floridans, okay? Back in the fucking 1800s, motherfucker.
Yeah, it wasn't, but like they were introducing animals and wildlife that should never have been there in the first place.
That's just called
beforehand.
That's just called Europe, dog.
I know, but that's literally like.
I'm just saying, like, where do you think Australia got that from, bro?
I mean, definitely not from
Europe,
us.
motherfucker.
So let me see. 1513.
You stupid.
I mean, that's when it was found.
You stupid, dude.
Dude, but I can't figure.
This is like one of those things that like they'll be like, that guy said Australia was founded after Florida.
Australia was founded after Florida, dude.
We can't fucking trust this man.
Dude, no, it's fucking. Don't even fucking add.
We can't trust this man, bro.
Dude, I'm just trying to.
We can't trust this man.
Huh.
Yeah, bro. Just like what, like Alaska was like what, like what would you say in that fucking game? Like Hawaii was
Louisiana Purchase.
Hawaii was part of the Louisiana Purchase or some stupid shit, and I'm like, bro, this is how I know.
It makes sense, and you're like, he's the history guy. He's the history guy. He knows what he's doing.
This is how I know.
It makes sense. I'll go with it. And then at the end, everyone's like, purchase. All these motherfuckers were purchased. Australian found. Let me just see this. Let's see here. Yeah, after January 1901. I don't know if that's real. Was it Australia? Yeah. I had to double check to make sure. Well, what was Australia called? Oh shit. 1788. Yeah, dude. So 1788. Florida was found first. 2.0? I think so.
I think the ecosystem of Australia was founded first, bro.
Nah, dude, we were straight fucked first.
But yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so you would get a tiger. I think I wouldn't get a kangaroo. I think that's what we were saying before we just went on an Australia tangent. But
what animal would you get?
I heard grizzly bears are non-aggressive. Someone told me that. Either the grizzly bear or the brown bear. One of the bears.
Grizzly bears are so aggressive.
I would get a brown bear. Are brown bears aggressive?
I don't know about brown bears, but I just know grizzly bears.
Grizzly,
you don't have a name grizzly because you're not aggressive, dude.
They just look. I think they just have sharpened like fur. You know, like they just look grizzled.
Yeah, so does koi.
Koi looks unkept at times, bro. Let's not say
you're
right. Grizzled, bro. But yeah, maybe like a bear. You know, like they keep bears for like circus. So they do that with tigers too, bro. Like bears are on a big ass ball. You
think that's the wildest fucking animal you'd have?
It would be like a Komodo dragon. What about a Komodo dragon? Because I'd let that shit loose, I'm dead.
I don't know what I mean. I know this isn't me. It's gonna be another one of those takes, but I hear Komodo dragons. Honestly, I feel like it's like a dinosaur, bro. It's fucking extinct. What the fuck is a Komodo dragon?
It's like I think they only like live in Komodo Island or some shit like that. Kid you not? Like it's named off of the island that they're inhabited.
Just like the Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, clearly. And it's like this fucking large lizard, right? It's got this fucking like slithering tongue, and if it bites you, like inside its mouth and shit, it's got so much fucking bacteria and like diseases, right? They just fucking, you're just gonna die because of all the bacteria and all that shit. It just fucks your system.
Oh shit, really?
From what I've understood, yeah, it's not like I don't know if it's poisonous, but I've heard like the
bacteria,
the bacteria in the mouth. Inside the mouth, it just festers all this bacteria and all this shit, and that's how like it fucks you.
You know what I did?
I heard it's like semi-fast as well, and it's just like it's like a lizard, bro. Like I don't know, you've seen lizards hunt, right? Like they just go and then just bam, pounces, bro.
Dude, hot take though for me, anyone who has a lizard like past the age of 13, it's a no-go for me, bro. You're fucking.
Yeah, but what if it's a Komodo dragon? Like that thing is a dinosaur. Like you said.
Well, it's dead. This isn't Jurassic Park, bro. When I said it's like a Komodo dragon, like I'm not saying like I'm saying like it's extinct, bro. I've never seen one, never heard about. I mean, I've heard. Now you mentioned, I've heard that, but I just thought that applied to almost any lizard.
I don't know if they're like extinct or like going like endangered. They're endangered. Yeah, I don't know if they're endangered, but like I think they were maybe at one point. Like I think like polar bears are like not classified as being endangered anymore. They're like,
I think I heard that, yeah,
something like kind of close, bro, or something like that. And I'm like, there's levels to endangerment apparently, but yeah, I think they're either like somewhere around that stratosphere. But I mean, like, listen up, I ain't trying to advocate for like Komodo dragons to die, but like
if there was an animal to die,
listen up, like if they have to die, they have to die, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's me or him, bro. Like
bro, I mean, I don't even know how you would go about like saving yourself from a Komodo dragon, dude.
I just like it was in the James Bond movie. Maybe I think Skyfall. Skyfall.
Yeah, Skyfall.
No. Wait.
No Time to Die. Was it the last one?
Was it Skyfall? It's Skyfall. Yeah,
was it Skyfall? Skyfall wasn't there. I wasn't the one.
Straight up, what's the one where he's in the island and the guy's like?
Not Skyfall. It's
the guy's like it's in the middle and the guy's like. I think it's Skyfall, bro. He's got all the computer networks and he knows where everyone's at. Yeah, it's Skyfall, dog. Straight up.
Skyfall.
Skyfall had Komodo dragon.
Fuck, you're right, dude.
I would bet my left nut, dude. Skyfall. Yeah. What's that? Javier Bardem.
Yeah,
Javier Bardem's on the island. So like before he goes to the island, right? He meets up with the girl at the like Chinese. like betting ring or whatever.
Yeah, and then it's like.
And there's a Komodo dragon, right?
Isn't it a moat? I think
it's like in a pit with like vegetation and shit, right?
Yeah.
He falls in there with the Komodo dragon and just escapes, and then like he gets fucking taken away with Javier Bardem in the island, and he over everyone's like, I took a capsule and look at my face, and you're like, okay, yeah. The Komodo dragon was in Skyfall, bro. So you saw an extinct animal in a movie.
Bro, man, that was like 10 years ago. I mean, I think they're extinct now, dude.
Yeah.
But
what the fuck are we closing in on that? Holy shit.
I think we are.
We are? Okay.
But yeah, signing off right now.
First episode.
Out of it. How'd you think? How'd it go?
Looks like we have a lot more topics to talk about. I wonder how we're going to discuss it all again.
Though, don't worry. We got time.
Dude, we haven't even thought about it. I said I was going to name whatever our podcast is with like whatever shit comes out of this episode. Like nothing came out of this episode.
No, nothing. It's okay. We don't have to have anything just yet, dude.
But just, wait till next week. When the next week episode comes out.
Everything will,
and maybe I'll have another name for this podcast.
It'll make sense. It'll all make sense.
It'll all make sense.
It's falling into place. It's all coming together.
Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next week.
See you then.
What's up?